Hey guys, happy Monday. So I wanted to come and just share this thought with you. I shared it in my Monday email, so if you're on the list, you got it, but I'm a verbal, like audio person, so I like to just talk it out because this was just such a profound statement that really resonated with me, so of course I have to share it. So I saw a friend post a caption the other day and it said, "Whatever you're not changing, you're choosing." And it was one of those captions that made me say, that's good, like out loud. And I'm reading the book Resonate, and she talks about how when something really resonates and penetrates into your soul, it makes you have like an audio, like you actually say something like or like yes, like, or you like agree. And so I want to challenge you to just think about or pay attention to times that you resonate with something and it causes like a verbal reaction from you. And so I think that that's a cool acknowledgement of, it, like now that I'm aware of it, I like to like see how often I'm like really resonated with something and then why I'm resonating. So this resonated with me because I am committing this year, 2019, to helping transform people's lives. And the last 2 years of having Wife Complex, it's been my intention has been to make an impact on people's lives, but I realized that this year I'm setting a strong intention of transformation, not just inspiration. So I don't want to just give you all these awesome quotes and do these lives and talk at you, and then you get off and you're like, that was good, and then you go on about your life and you still feel stuck. I want you to have things that you can take away and apply into your everyday life and really feel like your life is being transformed. Marriages are failing. Moms are overwhelmed. They're full of anxiety. They're full of guilt. They're full of shame. They're not taking care of themselves. They're living with all these ideas in their head and they have nowhere to begin with them. They're living out of purpose. They're not pursuing their best life or their dreams because they're overwhelmed with how do I just get through the day. They're exhausted. I mean, there's so many things that I created Wife Complex to help be a solution for. And this is the year, 2019 is the year of actually transforming people into a better situation and not just inspiring and getting a glimpse of that hope, but then like having nowhere to go with that. And so one of the things that I've been really doing is paying attention to why are people staying stuck? What is it about me that moves my life forward and other people are just looking into my life like, how do you do it? I wish I could do that, yada, yada. And one of the things that I've realized is it's the choices that we're making every day. When I'm making poor choices, my life is not flourishing the way I would like it to be. When like 2 weeks ago, I was not choosing to keep up with my calendar. And I mean, I'm teaching this at the vision board event. My calendar runs my life because I plan my days out. And when I plan, I feel more organized. I feel in control of my day and I'm able to be on top of the day instead of the day being on top of me. And so when I'm not choosing to stick to that formula that works for me, my life feels out of whack. When I'm not choosing to be aware of the things that I say, like me and my husband are in a little tiff right now over something I chose to say to him. When I'm not being mindful and choosing my words wisely, it gets me in trouble in my relationship. When I'm not choosing to be a present mom, I feel more guilt. When I'm not choosing to do the little things every single day to move my life to the next level, I'm getting the result of not feeling productive and then therefore not feeling like I'm in alignment with my purpose. So it made me realize that our choices are one of the core principles that get our life to where we want to be or don't get our life to where we want to be. The choice is ours. And so I really want to encourage you to stop and think about, where do you feel stuck in your life? Is it in your relationships? Are you feeling like you could be doing better there? Is it in your parenting? Is it in your self-care? Is it in your business? Is it in, your fulfillment? Is it pursuing something that you've been wanting to do for so long, but you just keep putting it off because you can't find the time or you don't know where to begin? Where do you feel stuck? And then when you get to that point, ask yourself, what do you have to do with that? What choices are you making on a daily basis that are keeping you stuck or that are moving you forward? You only have one choice. You can either move backwards or you can move forward. And obviously you could just stay the same, but essentially it's like you're either choosing to stay the same and or go backwards, or you're choosing to move yourself forward. And so what choices are you making? Are you, um, let's see an example. Like, I want to, a challenge that I've wanted to do over the last few years is be a more present mom, realizing that your kids grow up so quickly, and like you get so, I get so wrapped up in dishes and laundry and house cleaning and planning for the next day, and cooking and cleaning up and working on my business and doing all the things that kind of need to be done, that I don't stop, and like the days will go by and I'm like, dang, I didn't even sit and actually play with my kids today. So I've been mindful of that, and that's an area where I felt stuck, because I would want that, but then tomorrow would come and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and then by the end of the day I'd be like, crap, I didn't do it again, and then I would feel like my day was just piling on top of me. And that's one of the reasons why I became a huge advocate of planning out my day and realizing you can't do everything in a day, and just setting boundaries for the things that are non-negotiable. And so now it's a part of my plan to choose to do that. But you have to realize you have the choice to do whatever you want to do with your time. I now choose to leave dishes in the sink, or I choose to do laundry later, or I choose to stay up later so I can work on my business and have that time with my family. So what choices are you making that are contributing and benefiting, or hurting the area where you feel stuck? And you will realize, when you start to ask yourself this question, you'll realize you have 100% control. Everything that happens in life, it's not happening to us, it's happening, and we can't control that. A lot of things happen in many situations. And so we get to choose how we react to it. We can choose to fall victim. We can choose to have a pity party. We can choose to just, woe is me, or we can choose to be like, what can I learn from this? How can I become better? How can I move forward? And so everything is a choice. And so I hope that this can just be like a transformational tool that you can add to your toolbox to choose wisely what you do with your life, what you do with your time, who you allow to hang around, who you are letting influence your thoughts. And so on that note, as I close it out, I wanted to share with you guys something that I'm choosing to do, because I really am committed to seeing people transform this year. And one of the areas that I have found that keeps people stuck is the who they surround themselves with. And so, hi Clarissa. So it can be very challenging to drop family members or drop close best friends that you've had forever who may not be serving you. And so what I have found is that, like, in my life, like my circle of friends, they're not bad, there's nothing wrong with them, but not all of them are heading the path that I'm heading. And so I've had to choose to surround myself with a mentor and with people who are doing that, so that when I have days where I have no idea what I'm doing and I feel crazy, I have a community of people that I'm choosing to surround myself with, so I can fall back on them and be like, okay, I'm not the only one, or okay, this is normal, or okay. Because before I chose that environment, a lot of the circle of my friends didn't relate, and they couldn't really offer me anything in that area, and I couldn't offer them in that area because we're on a different path. And so I realize that it's very hard to make decisions to choose to move your life forward and not feel like you're letting go of friends or you're leaving people behind. And so I've realized that usually we hang around people who are like us. And so I am offering to anybody who enrolls into either the Fox Project or the Brand Me program that I have. And if you haven't heard what they are, you can go to the links in my bio. You can go to services, programs, and mentoring, and you can read about it. There's even a video. It's like explaining what the programs are. But basically, the Fox Project is for the woman who's like, I have so much more inside of me. I don't know where to begin, because I feel like my life is caving in on me versus me being in control of my life. And I want to get that organized, and I want to get clear, and I want to release some of the overwhelm, some of the guilt, some of the shame, some of the fear, and I want to start living my best life. And then Brand Me is including all of that, but it's also for the woman who's like, okay, I want to take control of my life. I want to be a better mom, better wife, or a better woman, or whatever the titles are in your life, but I'm ready to take it to the the next level, and I want some more one-on-one time. I want to dive deeper into my personal life, because the Fox Project is more of a group program, and then Brand Me is group, but it has one-on-one as well. And we're going to dive deeper into your self-identity. So this would serve you if you might have a business idea, or if you're somebody who has been thinking about doing something more, a passion, a hobby, a side gig, whatever that might be. We're going to dive into that and get the steps of how to get started and how to fit that into your busy schedule. So that's just a quick synopsis, but you can go and read about it. But for anybody who enrolls into either the Fox Project or Brand Me, bring a friend for only $197. Major deal. Pretty much just is like a ticket in. It's not really like a huge investment. And so I want to do that because I want you to essentially bring a friend like along with you. And so you can either give that to your friend and be like, hey, you can join this program with me for $197, or you guys can collectively split the costs of the program all together, and both of you come out with a huge deal on the program. So if you're interested, you can go to the link in my bio. It'll give you more information about the programs, and then you can click to book a call with me to get you signed up and enrolled. Spots are very limited because I only have so much time in my calendar to give, and I want to give my all. And so I'm gonna personally enroll people who I feel like are a good fit for it. So I hope that what you took from this is that wherever you're at in life, you're choosing to be there, and you're either choosing to be there and make active changes to move yourself forward and get out of that situation, or you're choosing to not do those things. And it's very easy to not choose. Like, one of the things, I'm getting ready to put out a challenge that I'm going to be doing, and it's like a 1-a-day challenge where every day I'm committed to cleaning out one area of clutter, because clutter has to go. I'm not going into 2019 with clutter, because that's stuck energy. It's confusion energy. It is cluttered energy. It causes anxiety. It causes just like just so much bad energy when you have clutter. I don't know about you guys, but I have tons of areas in my life and in my house that have clutter. Tons of drawers, tons of closets. I don't know if Clarissa's still here, but I know she and I are gonna do my closet. I literally want to take everything out of my closet and then only put stuff back in that's serving me and that I actually wear. I only wear like 5 things in my closet. So this is a year of no clutter. And so I brought this up to just give an example of every day that I don't clean out the clutter, I'm choosing to stay in that clutter state of mind. And it bothers me. I mean, think about this. If every day you wake up and you go into your closet and you are looking at your closet like, oh my gosh, what am I going to wear? I have nothing to wear today. You're starting your day with a negative energy. You're starting your day with, I have nothing to wear, which really is so ungrateful, because when you look at my closet, it's disgustingly packed. So clearly there's clothes in there, but it's giving me this mindset that I have nothing to wear. So there's so many levels of like, that has to go, but you're starting your day with that. So every single day that I go in my life without choosing to clean out my closet, I am choosing to stay stuck in the clutter. The choice is one or the other. So will you be the person who's going to choose to commit to yourself this year and commit to whatever it's going to take to move your life forward? Or are you going to choose to not commit to something and you're going to stay the same? Because in order to change, what is the saying? In order to change where you are, you have to change something you've been doing. You have to get a little bit uncomfortable. You have to stretch. And I believe you have to surround yourself with somebody who can help you do that. And that's why I will never do life without a mentor again. I always want to be a mentor to somebody, because I believe the cycle of life is you're always reaching and aspiring and pulling from someone who's above you. Not above, because we're all equal, but above in they're a couple steps ahead in this path you're on. And you're always pulling somebody up who you're a couple steps ahead. And so I'm here offering my knowledge, my experience, my service to people who feel like I'm a couple steps ahead in how to parent with a lot of kids, or with one kid. How do you do it? How to maintain a relationship, how to build businesses, how to put it all together and do it all and feel like you're thriving. I want to help pull people up, and that's why I created these programs. And I will forever be being pulled up by mentors and by community. And I encourage you to choose to do the same thing.